So this is assisted Kaiser, and the difference between assisted Kaiser and manual switching is that with assisted Kaiser, if you check the squad we are using at the start of the game plan, you'd realize that these are all base like normal standard cards. We are no longer using the epic cards. So if you want to use assisted Kaiser, you have to make sure that you don't increase any of the defensive stats, you don't increase defensive awareness, you don't increase defensive engagement as well. You shouldn't increase any of those values. For manual switching, I've already told you about manual switching. You can check the previous videos, you'd find out the manual switching guides over there. So it's very, very simple. For assisted Kaiser, you have to get your angles right, and then it has to be very, very smooth. If it's not so smooth, if it's very, very lagging, like I've said, you have to use manual switching. Manual switching is best specifically for your matches that are lagging, and with manual switching you have to make sure that you don't make mistakes at the back. Very, very important. Assisted Kaiser, you can make some mistakes here and there because you just have to rely on the Kaiser switching. But these are the two differences. Assisted mostly for smooth connection, manual switching mostly for lag. So yeah, at the end of the day, it's up to you to pick which one you prefer to use. If you decide to use assisted Kaiser, just follow the tip. Tip number 1: don't increase any defensive values. Very, very important. And tip number 2: get your angles right, because this matchup is very, very stupid. The matchup, the way it moves is very, very stupid. You have to be getting angles right, and if there is a slight lag or slight disturbance, you'd get your matchup wrong. It's very, very difficult sometimes to use this matchup. So if you are finding it difficult to use a matchup, you can use the manual switching tips. Now I have to get a matchup. I see what I'm talking about. This matchup sometimes it fools if you don't get the angle right, because it drags you. You want to move a certain way, but then it will freeze you. That is the thing about the matchup. So you need it to be very, very, like very, very smooth. It has to be 100% smooth for you to use the matchup perfectly. Then you can use assisted Kaiser. And also don't increase the defensive values at all if you are going to use assisted Kaiser for smooth matches. But then manual switching for laggy. And make sure you don't make mistake. You see, I'm doing a couple of passes with assisted Kaiser. If I were using manual switch, I'm not gonna do all of these unnecessary passes because these passes are risky. Because I'm using assisted Kaiser, I know that I can easily win the ball back even if I do a mistake. So that is an interesting tip and trick that you have to know. If it works for you, you use it. If it doesn't work for you, check the previous video and then use the manual defending. And very soon there will be 2026 updates. Hopefully Konami removes this matchup then and brings a new strategy, because I'm tired of matchup. It's so unrealistic. You want to move a certain direction, but it's not allowing you to move a certain direction. What the hell is this matchup? So nonsensical. And you have to be very, very fast. As I've said with these passes, if your passes don't work, then you quickly switch back to defending. Certain situations you have to act fast. See, if I had given a pass over, the opponent would have won it very, very easy. So you have to give a command very, very fast in certain situations. So, and 54th minute. Let's see what happens. 54th, 55th, and GK says 56th, 56th, 57th, 58th. Match up, match up, match up. 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. Nice. You have to be very, very fast. And 65. So the strategy is very, very simple. As you can see, the standard cards are literally working very, very fine. It's only a couple of situations whereby the matchup, when the internet starts to become slow a bit, that is when our matchup would become very, very difficult to use. So you need your matchup to be constantly on fire. Your matchup should be constantly working, and it heavily relies on your internet connection. Other than that, the manual switching works fine for laggy matches. Works absolutely perfect. So you can use assisted cursor like early in the morning. You can use assisted cursor, and then afternoon, evening, you can use manual switching. Yeah. How is this an offside? 76. 76 minutes. Let's see what we can cook. What can we cook? 78. And then we have to be very, very quick for the plate scale. Didn't work. 80th. 80th. 81. Trying to be very, very quick, but I'm still being delayed. 83rd. And this matchup froze at that point. The matchup froze. So very, very important to get your matchup angles right. If you are going to use the matchup constantly, you have to get the angle, get it right. It's very, very difficult to always get it right, but then you have to try. And 91, 90. I must see you in the next one. Yeah, that's it for assisted cursor. You can check previous videos for manual switching.